All right, Vestas, happy Friday, Vestas. Hey, this is part 2. We are decoding the blueprint. Hold on. Where is that? It's Friday. We're going to still talk about this and carry on this conversation. We're going to decode the blueprint, Shedeur Sanders, Coach Prime, and the invisible marks of Shedeur Sanders, the maturation of Shedeur. Didn't I tell you it was an NFL revolution going on? And based off the interview with G. Bush the other night, hey, we already know that Shedeur Sanders has already gone through his own revolution. We're going to focus on the scars of his backs. Yeah. I know it's going to be sensitive, but we got to talk about that. We also going to just talk about the poise under the... Y'all know we ain't heard from the CLE Media yet, y'all. But we're going to talk about some things. And I'm about to highlight, if you look at the screen, Vestas, in the bottom right corner, Coach Prime gave G. Bush 46 minutes of his time last night, but Coach Prime gave these two brothers 2 hours of his time after that interview last night or yesterday. So if you haven't watched, hold on. If you haven't watched this video here, this is the channel that Coach Prime did a 2-hour video with yesterday. 2 hours, not 46 minutes, 2 hours. So after this live, make sure you go out and support the Pregame Network. Coach Prime was raw. He was candid. He talked about a little bit of this. He talked about a little bit of that. And yep, I got those audio clips. I'm not going to hold you long, but I'm going to hold you right. Even Shiloh Sanders made an appearance on this show yesterday. Shiloh Sanders was on there roughly about 45 minutes to 30 minutes. And they was talking candid, y'all. I enjoyed that video. Hold on, Vestas. Hold on. Hey, hold on. And then also I want to let you know, I had to get something out of my mouth. Also, I want to let you know that Coach Prime, there was a gentleman by the name of Reverend BJ Nelson. He asked Coach Prime a specific question on how he felt about the CU aunties, the CU uncles, and I got that clip too. Y'all, you're not going to believe what Coach Prime said about the CU aunties and the CU uncles. And really, I don't think you've ever seen this side of Coach Prime for 2 hours straight. So Unc and Big Dog Chico, hey, congratulations to you too, because you did that interview well. And y'all, one thing special about this particular interview, dang, and I missed it yesterday. One thing special about this particular interview that the Pregame Network did for 2 hours, you had the opportunity to join the chat. Come up to the platform if you wanted to, radio style or not, and talk to Coach Prime and ask him anything that you wanted to, y'all. How did we miss it? How did I miss it? But Vestas, do you know, when I was going back watching the replay today, we actually had some Vestas in the chats. We had Donna C in the chat. We had Peter Supernatural in the chat. And I think it was about other Vesta that was in the chat. So some of the Vestas actually got to experience that with Coach Prime. Golly, how did I miss that? But it was a well-conducted 2 hour live stream video with Coach Prime. No holds bars. You could have asked him anything. Now, I'm pretty sure, let me see right here, I think that video probably got about 10 to 12, maybe 12,000 views. And out of 2 hours, I'm going to say maybe 6 to 8 people total had the nerves to join the platform. I said, oh my gosh. But it was good questions. It was very good questions. And he said some things, of course, when Shiloh got up there, he said some things, and they actually revealed some things. Now, since it's 2 hours, I'm going to play all of my audio clips. I got about 10 audio clips. They're not that long. But I'm going to play all those audio clips. And guess what? You still can go to the video and watch 2 hours straight and hear information that I'm not even going to cover, y'all. It's just that deep and good. Thank you, Unc and Big Dog Chico. You deserve your flowers too. Let me go to the chats. Let me go go ahead and start back. Let me go back to the beginning of my slides, y'all. But what's going on? Hello, Tony in chat. The airways are quiet. Cleveland is quiet. Now, social media, they was humping and jumping and stomping. I got some of those clips. Of course, I'm not going to put that BS out on my channel, but I'm going to read some of the ugliest things that they said. And believe it or not, y'all, it came from both communities. You had some people from the white community supporting Coach Prime. And then you actually had some based off the avatar. I'm going to say that based off the avatar, you had some people from our community hating on Coach Prime too. Just because the man said he was coming to Cleveland because he was invited. Did they actually listen to the video, the 46-minute video with G. Bush? Nope. They just read the post and the thumbnail of what some people put out there, y'all. So we already know what people do. They take information and run with it. Don't even look at the whole entire clip. Didn't even look at the whole entire video. They making it seem like Coach Prime just wanted to go to Cleveland to get in Todd Monken's business. We gonna talk about it, y'all. We gonna talk about it. But what's up, 420? What you said, 420? Good night, everyone. It's about to get dangerous. Eve night. Okay, 420. I say it's about to get dangerous. What's up, Justine? What's going on with you? Light it up. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. Bridges, what's going on, Bridges? Greetings, Tony investors. What's up, SDP 1208? There go Amber Love. Amber, I saw your face even before I clicked on it. What's up, Evelyn? What's going on with you, my sister in chat? That's what I'm saying. I was in the chat, not in the barbershop, in Big Dog Chico. The pregame network. And also, investors, hey, let me know. So I already have this queued up. Members only meeting. Do you want to have this meeting tonight after this live, because it's only going to be about an hour, or do you want to hold off and have a investors only meeting on Monday, where we're just going to talk about football and these interviews? Hint, football and the interviews. So let me know if you want to have that after this live, or if you want to wait till Monday to have members only meeting. What's up, blessed and highly favored? How you doing? All right. But yeah. Shedeur Sanders have been ruling the airwaves for weeks. Shiloh Sanders came out 2 weeks ago. Now Deion Sanders for 48 hours. Yeah, 24 hours, 48 hours. It's just going crazy. It is just going crazy. It's so much information and so many takes out there. Now the bigger channels are picking up the story from last night, the interview from last night. So I'm waiting around to see, because I only know about two other big channels, sports related channels, that picked up the video. So I'm pretty sure the Nightcap, excuse me, and all the other channels will probably start picking up the story too. So we shall see. But I remember last night, ESPN, of course, they misquoted Deion Sanders last night. That was a mess. But let me go ahead and read some of these comments before I go into this interview here. But Coach Prime was doing this thing. This interview right here, y'all, it was raw and candid. Even Shiloh was cutting up. Tonight, you want to do it tonight? Okay, Justine said tonight. Happy Friday. What's up, Peter Supernatural? I saw you in this live right here, Peter. Cleveland media is dead. It is dead silence today. Nobody. I even got a clip of someone on X saying Cleveland. This interview happened with one of your own, and nobody, didn't I tell y'all that Cleveland did not have the audacity and the confidence to respond back to Coach Prime? But y'all see how they ate up Shiloh Sanders? That's why I said Coach Prime said, I bet you won't. I bet you won't. After the live, what's up, Donna C? Coach Prime is coming to Cleveland later on. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I was in, okay, maybe that was you. Okay, so that was you that I saw. All right, let me go ahead and read some of these crazy comments, what they said about this fine man on the stage. About his son. Of course, I'm not going to put this mess out here. But I just want to read how they just took something and just did what they want to do with it. And I want to let you know, hey, last night I also saw, y'all remember that undrafted quarterback that the Cleveland Browns picked up after the draft? His name was Bryson Barnes. Well, guess what? Last night it came out that Bryson Barnes, number 11, he said, I don't got time for this. He has already signed with the Canadian Football League, so he's gone. So now the Cleveland Browns is back to 4 quarterbacks, which it should have been. So now we got Shedeur Sanders, Deshaun Watson, Taylor Green, and Dylan Gabriel. Barnes is gone. We don't need another quarterback. We don't even need to mention another quarterback, okay? And y'all know that OTA start Monday. OTA start Monday, so we about to get into the grid of it. And you know what Coach Prime said like last night? Coach Prime says that Shedeur Sanders welcomes competition. Monday, it's that time, y'all. Monday is that time. What's up, Detroit? How you doing, Detroit? Also, when Coach Prime was answering questions from the chat, yes, he was. Coach Prime for 2 hours gave any blessed person to be in that live yesterday all his attention, and he got very candid. Evelyn, I didn't see you. I think I saw all y'all. Hold on. Now they're reporting Shedeur Sanders really crazy work. I saw you. Yeah, Donna C. I saw you. Donna C. was like, boo, 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 boo. Peter Natural was like, boo, boo, boo. But Donna was eating up that chat. I said, go ahead, Donna, represent, Donna. Evelyn, I was going to go up there, but hey, I didn't tell your business. I was never going to mention that. I was going to mention that, but you put that out there, Donna. You put that out there, Donna. Now that Donna has put her business out there on the screen, I said the same thing. I said, Donna, you had the opportunity to talk to Coach Prime and say anything you want to say. Donna, much love to you, Donna. Still, much love, Donna. Much love, Donna. Let me go and read some of these comments before I go into this interview. Awesome interview. Let's go here. Now, let's see what crazy social media head says. Here's just some of these screenshots before I go into this wonderful interview by Monken and Chico. Oh, this is random. Prime was a great football player and athlete, no doubt. He's an awful coach and gave his kids bad advice. He needs to shut up. His kid is grinding and competing for a spot. He gets in the way and he gets in the way, and so does his brothers and all the fanboys. Y'all know you're talking about us. He's not happy. Now, I'm glad I read that one first, because when Ty Simpson was advertising his family's private relationship with Todd Monken, where was this post regarding Ty Simpson? Let me say it again. I'm glad that I randomly selected this post, because when Ty Simpson was advertising information that we shouldn't have known in the public, when he was advertising his father's private relationship with Todd Monken, thinking that he was going to get in and come to the Cleveland Browns, and Cleveland media was pushing Ty father, no Todd Monken, why nobody said that Ty Simpson father need to step back and let Ty Simpson do what he do, right? But we already know why. All right, the next crazy comment that I found out there. Coach Prime, well, actually, this is true. Oh, okay, let me see this right here. Now I ain't gonna read that one. Oh, nepotism strikes again. Shedeur's a grown man, but can't do without his daddy holding his hands. So you mean to tell me that Shedeur Sanders is the one that set up this interview between his daddy and G. Bush? Now, where was this nepotism notion between Kevin Stefanski and his father? And where's this nepotism notion between the Manners family and Archie Manning? And what about the other Manning and the other Manning, right? So let's go back to Ty Simpson. So it came out, Cam Newton spilled the beans, that it was Ty Simpson's father that also knew the owners of the GM of the Rams, which is why he was picked round 1, number 13. So why they not saying that Ty Simpson, even though he's quarterback 3 on the bench, making about 30, 40, $50 million, why nobody saying or bringing up the nepotism for Ty Simpson? I guess when you're black and you may have an advantage of using a path like that, it's against us. It's called nepotism. But when it's the other community, right? Because it's, hey, why can't we call a spade a spade? Let's put it out there. It's out in the open right now. Why is it when the other community does it, oh, that's just, I know him, that's just a favor, oh, whatever corporate words they want to put on it, whatever jargon they want to put on it. But when there's a hint of a possible advantage where a black man by the name of Shedeur Sanders may get an ounce of a benefit, it's nepotism. Let me keep going, y'all. Maybe I'm talking to myself. Here we go. The fact that Dion even has to say, not as a dad, tells you teams are already worried about how involved he will become once Shedeur gets drafted. This is a fool because Shedeur Sanders was drafted last year. Okay. Somebody else says, cut the umbilical cord already, Coach Prime. Another one says, Monken should tell Toxic Dion to stay away from his team, and there's nothing to talk about. So do you really think, to all the haters out there, do y'all really think that Coach Prime had the power to invite himself to Cleveland? A lot of people is missing the fact that Coach Prime said that him and his staff even has a workshop in Cleveland in these upcoming weeks. See, people have selective hearing, right? And even if they heard everything that we heard, they are electing to twist it the way they want to twist it to fit their spirits. That's all this is. They can hear the same interview that we heard, but they're twisting it on purpose to create this narrative in their head that is not what it is, which is racism and collusion against Shedeur Sanders. And I'm saying that with my chest. It is what it is. Hold on. Let me go back to the comments. I get emotional. After I heard about Shedeur went through hell and the scars on his back, it shook me. I understand that. Bless your heart. I understand that. What's up, Low Kiki? What's up, Low Kiki? Scars represent the hatred. Yes, it is. That upset me too. Ooh. I ain't know Coach Brown was gonna say that. My comments started with number 21, Neon Dion. I read those awful messages. Yeah. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Hello, Miss Tony and chat. Been watching your show for the past 3 weeks and I literally enjoy it. Hey, thank you so much. Shaquila. Hey, thank you so much for letting us know you just been sitting back watching, just trying to get a feel for the channel and the chat and the Vestas. But welcome now, you a Vesta now. Blessings to everyone. Thank you so much, Vesta. Thanks, Tony, for being real with it. I see some of us want to tiptoe around the subject of racism to make those folks come. Now, why do we need to make them comfortable when we've been uncomfortable, what, hundreds of years? Nah, that time, nah. I'm saying it with my chest. Nah. Those days are over. Nah, those days are over. Nah. Over here on this channel, those days are over. Nah. Nah, because they'll put it out there on Front Street. So if you have showed us who you are without a doubt, why not put a name on it? Put your name on it. Put your name on it. Put your name on it. That's all I'm saying. Nepo is the only problem for us. Say it again, Detroit. Nepo is only a problem for us. It's expected for them. I may leave that one up for a little while. Let me sit there and let that cook. They are demonic people, and God's wrath is going to be swift. Facts. Girl, those comments from all... Hold on. Girl, those comments are from all the alter ego attender. Listen, this show here, this interview here that I'm highlighting tonight, this show here, they was up for 2 hours. Unc said at the end of the show, he said, I had $100. He said he was gonna give a hater, anybody that was anti-Coach Prime, Shedeur Sanders, the Buffalo, Shiloh, anybody, he said he had $100 that he was willing to send them if they would have the nerve courage to get up there and say something to Coach Prime for 2 hours. He said, I still got my $100. Nobody had the audacity to say anything about Coach Prime out of the way. Now, why was that? I already told you they are fragile, they're insecure, and they're scared. I already told you. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I really thought when I did that video on how Shedeur Sanders is parallels to Django, I really thought that the haters was gonna come out and they was gonna kill that video with the comments. I even took off anybody can comment. Nobody has commented on that video out the way. They already know what this is. Listen, when Tony Grossi said, and going back to what was that Tucker guy, Ross Tucker. When Ross Tucker came out last year and he was laughing at Kiki on that 4-letter show, that 4-letter show, and he had the nerve to make it as a joke on what his grandfather, his 85-year-old grandfather, offered him $10,000. But when he was playing against Deion Sanders to hurt Deion Sanders, take out his legs, hurt him up, he had the nerve to laugh about that doing Bounty Game. And when Tony Grossi had said what he said last week about Shedeur Sanders' shadow, I said, oh, that's how they really feel about Shedeur. Shedeur Sanders is that influential and powerful. They are afraid of his shadow. See, when they talk, you need to hear. Even though it burns and it hurts, they're telling so much information. If you just put emotions to the side a little bit and actually hear. And when I broke it down to the reason why they go out and they try to get us to click, the clickbait and engage in their comments because they want us there. Think about it. Think about what I'm saying. They want us there because we know that we are emotionally invested. And while we're going to put our emotions on display, we're giving them the click, the views, and the revenue they really want. It's called, hey, I didn't lie when I was talking about Shedeur Sanders and that sweat equity and that black body. Look how many people in Cleveland and these podcasters, everybody that hates Prime, Shiloh, even the girls, I'm pretty sure they get hate at Shedeur. Those black bodies of generating so many millions and $billion. Coach Prime said in this video that I'm going to show you in one of these clips, he said, if they don't even talk about me and my family for 1 year, they would dry up. Unc came back and said, it's because they can't, because you're putting food on their table. So when I said last week that Mary Kay Cabot, the reason why she's always talking about Shedeur Sanders, see, because she made her money last year. Now she was creating these narratives for her kids and her grandkids. They are using Shedeur Sanders to build up wealth with their articles and they lying narratives. Mary Kay got her money. Now she's doing the same thing next year because it got so good to her. She's building up the money for her kids, their spouses, and their kids, their grandkids. Mary Kay Cabot May only got about 1 or 2 more years before she retire. Oh, she finna milk this. Oh, she finna milk this the longest that she can. But it's one thing she ain't milking. And I told y'all last night, they would be a fool to even mention Coach Prime's name after that interview last night. Ain't nobody said nothing. I told you they wasn't strong enough to say something to Coach Prime. I told you. Them same ones that told Shiloh that he need to stay out of it and just leave it alone. Coach Prime at that time hadn't even said nothing. One of them even said, I think it was Tony Gross, he said, yeah, you know, his dad and his brother, yeah, they ain't said nothing about nothing, and it's Friday. And it's Friday. They could have said something today, went home on the weekend, hide their hand, throw that rock and hide their hand. They didn't even have enough courage to even say nothing on a Friday. The Coach Prime, when you got Saturday and Sunday around the corner, man, I told y'all, we dealing with fragile people, insecure people. I told you, Coach Prime basically had said, I bet you say something. I saw what you said to my son. I saw what you said to Shiloh. I saw what you've been doing to Shedeur Sanders all year long. I bet you won't say nothing to me. It's been quiet as a mouse. Why is that, y'all? Why is that? They woke up a sleeping giant in Coach Prime. And I'm pretty sure he's waiting for them to retaliate with their pen. They know better. See, these people know better. They did that to Shedeur because they know they had put him. Listen to what I'm about to drop, y'all. They know that they had put him in a situation where he couldn't say nothing, sliding down all the way to the 5th round, 144. They knew Shedeur Sanders, he didn't even have, even if he wanted to say something, they know it would have been a backlash. Shedeur Sanders, he had to keep his head down last year just to get out on that field. But not this year. Oh, no, not this year. Oh, no, this is a different year, y'all. So all the CU aunties, uncles, cousins, everybody that has ever put anything in the chat, watch the video that supported Shedeur Sanders. I wasn't lying. Take a bow. Take a bow. And Coach Prime, I'm going to play that clip. Coach Prime basically said, thank you, CU uncles and aunties. Hold on. Let me go back. They are demonic people and God's wrath is going to be swift. Yes. Girl, those come tender. What's up, Val C? What's up, Val C? Please know a lot of them create numerous accounts, co-sign. That's what I said. That's why it brought back to my mind, hold on, these are just avatars. That's why I like to say, based off the avatars, yeah, you got it. You got it, low-key Kiki. You know exactly what I was saying, because anybody can create any account with any picture. Donna sees indeed the wrath of God Almighty is exposing the wicked before his coming. And y'all, Tony, don't you say that right there. Don't you say it, Tony. Don't you say it. Don't you say it. I ain't gonna say it, y'all. I ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna let it go. The disrespect Coach Prime received is diabolical, and we know why. Black man. What's up, Destin? Hello, everybody. There's so much polarization going on. And we talked about that. I said, what is it about Shedeur Sanders that's polarizing? I broke it down. Why he's so polarizing. Because he's not polarizing to us. It's polarizing to them. And if you missed those lies, here's a small clip note of what I said. The reason why Shedeur Sanders and Coach Prime, and you might as well say the whole family, they like what the Coach Prime represents, Shedeur Sanders represent, this young man with all this talent and ability. They just don't like the faces and the skin that's in. It took me a while to realize what is so polarizing about Shedeur Sanders. They like the talents, they like the wins, they like his abilities, they like the elite supercomputer, because he really was the supercomputer. They just don't like the black skin that is in. They just don't like. You mean to tell me if it was a white man that had Coach Prime's intelligence and ability to influence millions and billions of dollars of endorsements, it would be a problem? Ha! That's why it's polarizing, because they want what they got, but they can't get it, but they can't ignore what they have. So they have to deal with it. They don't want to deal with it, but they got to deal with it. That's why it's polarizing. I just said something. I just said something on that. We can't help going left when we go. Come on with it, Destin. Come on with it. Come on with it. Peter, hang out of, for chill. You're right. They're disrespectful towards him. It's disgusting, very disgusting. But they left messages in the comment sections. Yeah, cowards. Please. Coach Prime is deconnected inside. The devil hates when you have the strength to deny yourself and turn your face towards God. I know this racism will be until the Lord returns, but we don't have to take it. And as you see right now, we chopping it down. Because if they're strong enough to display it, we strong enough to call it out. What? We calling it out, y'all. I said the revolution would not be televised, but it would definitely be digitized. It's going down in the digital world, y'all. We snatching chains just like Django snatched that white man off that horse when he disrespected him. And that's the same thing that Shedeur said is going to do. When he get an opportunity to be Cleveland QB1, he's still going to be snatching chains down. Look at Andrew Berry, y'all. When I said that Andrew Berry needed Shedeur Sanders just like Shedeur Sanders needed Andrew Berry, when Andrew Berry was unlocking the chains on Shedeur Sanders was unlocking the chains on Andrew Berry. Come on with it. Oh, I'm about to say this for members only. I saw that, Tony. What's up? They tell on themselves all the time, just listen. All you gotta do is listen. They want our energy. They want our energy, that clicks, that revenue that we're gonna bring them. That's why I said dry up they channels like you dry up them fields. Dry them up. Bucket just got with Nike. Oh yeah, Coach Prime just talked about that. Oh yeah, Bucket got something nice. The hate online with the Cleveland media. People of all races love Coach Prime in real life. Yes, they do. Donnie God is coming like a thief in the night. Yes, he is. And right now, just tearing stuff down. What's up, CJ? Maybe it's me, but I find it weird and disturbing that they call them studs. It's not you. It's not you, Low Kiki. It's not you. It's not you. Mary Kay Media. Oh no. Whoa. Listen, I knew it had to be somebody. I knew it was going to be somebody. Some blessed and highly favored said Mary Kay must be out of town and she didn't come for Coach Prime today. He called her. Yes, he did. He even called her by name and she said nothing. Man, she said Mary Kay ain't said nothing. Man, that lady ain't dumb. See, she thought she was just picking on the weakest link. It ain't but so long. I put it like this. They got what they wanted. When they woke up Coach Prime and he addressed them and called her by name, she finally got what she wanted. I'm still waiting for everybody to come out and that hated on Shedeur, that hated on Shiloh Sanders for defending Shedeur against Mary Kay Cabot. I'm waiting for them to come out and speak against Coach Prime. I dare them too. And y'all know exactly who I'm talking about, which I hate to say it, them two brothers. I want them to come out and talk about Coach Prime. Detroit, I never been to Cleveland, and I think Cleveland people okay. Yes. Oh, yeah. Cleveland loves Shedeur Sanders. It's just the media. People love Shedeur, and we see it, yes. We've been looking at G. Bush Funny because he posted that on... Ooh. I believe the reason why they don't try Myles Garrett anymore because a player called him, and he took... Yeah, we talked about that. His name, he was a Steelers quarterback, Rudolph. Man, Myles Garrett took that helmet and beat him in the head brutally. And he deserved every bit of it. Rudolph, his name was Rudolph. He played for the Steelers. Myles Garrett, I mean, Y'all remember when Myles Garrett took that helmet and busted up across that bench when Kevin Stefanski was throwing those games and had Dylan Gabriel out there, couldn't throw the ball, not even 5 yards, and Shedeur Sanders was sitting on the bench and Myles Garrett took that helmet because he was tired of losing. Imagine Myles Garrett taking that same helmet and destroying that Rudolph quarterback from the Steelers one year, tore his head up on the field. Whoo! God dang. And Myles Garrett said, because he called me that N-word. And they only had like maybe 8 or 10 seconds left in the game in the fourth quarter. And Rudolph was upset because Cleveland was beating him, called Myles Garrett that N-word. He must have thought that Myles Garrett was one of them. He must have thought Myles Garrett was one of them. Myles Garrett took that helmet and bust him in the head. I bet he'll never even think about that name no more. Coach Prime gave out his props to AB and Todd. Yes, he did, Selmore. What's up, Selmore? You're right, Tony. Very insecure people that are not significant but want to be relevant. But those demons will never be. You're right. You're right. They know their time is up. Yeah. It's breaking. I have my opinions on. Evidence counts, not opinions. Everybody is eating off Shedeur Sanders' name, whole existence of Screw TV. They would never have that melanin moxie. Tony said that don't hold back. Digital revolution, yes. Donna Fast, awesome key. I peep game. That is right, Tony. You preaching facts, Tony. Detroit. Mary Kay don't want the smoke. Mary Kay don't want the smoke. Tony Grossi don't want the smoke. And Anthony Lima don't want the smoke. Ken Carmen better just sit in that corner and be quiet. Who else? And them other two gentlemen, the one that said that his daddy and his brothers need to stay out of it. I need to get me see those old geezers I see every now and then. That's why I don't know their name. But all of Cleveland done got the message. All of Cleveland done got the message. And not one person responded. Not one person responded. And Deion Sanders wasn't even there. You know why they ain't responded? Deion Sanders is going to be there in what, about 2 weeks? They know not to respond. Now, wouldn't it be funny? The reason why they're not responding is because they want to get in his good graces in 2 weeks. I hope Deion Sanders, if that is the case, I hope he eats them up with a smile on his face, y'all. I would love to see Deion Sanders, just like he did Kevin Clark on the Super Bowl this year, Super Bowl row, and what he did to was that Sports Center he ate them up too. I would love for Deion Sanders to sit right there and eat them up in their face. I said it. Shedeur is a young man who wants to make his mark in everything he does, and he's making it. See, Heaven, what's going on? I think Tony, for she explained it to me. Jesus Christ said, what you've done. Who did I just say that to the other day? Jesus Christ said, what you do unto my least one of them, you do unto me. They hate me first, said the breath in our nostrils. I just said this to somebody. About 2 days ago. You are right, and they turned code EL as well. I didn't see one. He thought Miles was. Oh, jeez. Last year, remember, he asked his dad not to come because he didn't want. Yes, I forgot about that. He said he asked his dad not to come because he didn't want any distractions. I doubt that his dad would come without an invitation. Everybody knows that. That ain't even Coach Prime. That's not even Coach Prime's stilo. That's not even how he operates. Coach Prime got other stuff to do. Coach Prime was invited, but see, they don't want to acknowledge that. I know there's people in Cleveland will fight any devil about Legend 2 Pro Bowler Shedeur Sanders. We are listening. Yes. Tell it, everyone that's a messy media gave crickets on a Friday. Remember, he did that to Kevin. Now, let me go ahead and play these audio clips 2-hour interview. Like I said, he gave G. Bush 46 minutes, but he gave these brothers, because they have been consistent. They have been consistent. Please catch what I'm putting down. They've been consistent. When they come to the Sanders name on all platforms, he gave them 2 hours. So y'all go out and support Monken, Big Dog, Chico, because they're very consistent. Matter of fact, doing Colorado's Pro Bowl game just a few months ago, they were the only podcast of content creators besides Bucky. I don't even think Bucky screened the Pro Bowl, that was able to come in Cleveland and scream all of the games, the Pro Bowl, the black and gold game, and also the Pro Day for all the athletes before the draft. All right, let's go to play some of these clips. And he was very candid in one of them. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Then I'll let y'all go. It's on a Good Friday. It's on a Good Friday.
Attack-oriented for the clicks. And we understand that's just part of the prime tax.
We know who it is. I just wish I could do a trial with them. What I mean by that is, how much you make off selling me out? I give you that. Don't mention my name. See how well your show do.
Wow.
I give you that. What you
he cheated me out my head.
50? What you get 50? I give you that. Don't mention my name, my likeness, my image, my kids, nobody. Don't mention none of that. For a year. Let's see how that works.
They couldn't stand the pay cut, and they can't stand to not have your name in their mouth. They wouldn't take the deal.
Right.
Right. Because your name buying their groceries.
Right. Chico, tell me something, man. Who we talking about? Who have you ever heard me talking about? Even when I played in the NFL.
You don't really call no name.
I don't do that.
Yeah.
And for the sake of, especially a player that's played in the league, I don't do that. Like, I got too much respect for my brother, white, black, Hispanic, Asian, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't do that. For me to put somebody down to stand up, I'm not taller.
Right.
That don't make me taller. Like, I'm already proud.
Mm-hmm. Let's play with getting it out again. It's only 1 minute.
For the clicks. And we understand that's just part of the prime tax.
We know who it is. I just wish I could do a trial with them. What I mean by that is, how much you make off selling me out? I give you that. Don't mention my name. See how well your show do.
Wow.
Mary Kay Cabot.
What you get?
Mary Kay Cabot.
What you get? 50?
All the Cleveland Browns media. Everybody. Deion Sanders says he want to put you on trial. Don't mention him or his family's name for 1 year. Are you willing to do that? You know they ain't willing to do that. He said, because if you're making $50,000, I give you $50,000. But just don't mention me and my son's name, my family's name for 1 year. Let's see what happened, y'all. Coach Prime, they know the power. Let's go to the next one.
Coach, I don't want to say you got better, because that means like it's a bad thing. You got your own time, but you done improved some of that area.
I've improved a lot. You know why? Because the expectation is different. Like, I had to learn in life, and this is for everybody, this ain't just for y'all. I had to learn in life to stop expecting the things I would do.
Yeah.
When you learn that, you're going to release yourself from a lot of heartache, a lot of pain, a lot of time, because you start expecting, oh, I would have took a left right there. And they ain't you. They ain't you. Yeah. I would have walked away from that. They ain't you. They ain't you. Stop expecting what you would do.
Even with your kids, like you go out there and watch them play softball and strike out, you're like, damn, I would have hit that ball.
Like, let me tell you something, man. The devil got 5 shots at me and my kids. You best believe he gonna be accurate with one of them, okay? So it's up to me to go in there and cover. But trust me, he got 5 shots, man. All of them. I got, like I told her earlier, I got 45 that are graduated. One graduated from the School of Game.
Yes, indeed.
300 graduated with so Snow is taking her through a course right now that ain't on nobody's campus.
Can't do it for.
She's loving it. She is mothering her butt off, and I love her for it because she is like crazy.
Yes,
All right, so that's that snippet there. Let me go to the next one.
What's up, Coach? Good to see you, my brother.
Good to see you.
Okay, so this is Reverend. His name is Reverend B.J. Nelson. He is the one that asked Coach Prime about the CU aunties and uncles and how Coach Prime feels about us. So y'all put your listening ears on. Listen what Coach Prime said about us.
Here you go. Bless y'all. Coach, I got a two-part question, and then if it's okay, if it's permissible, Lord laid me on my heart to pray. One is, how has the influence of what's been called now the CU aunties and uncles impacted the players and your family personally?
First of all, I'm thankful and appreciative that God would use our platform to bring a group of men and women together. You got to understand that. That's what I see. That's what, like the CU uncles and aunties. Come on, man. You talking about people that would have never met, that would have never conversated, that would never convened, but by this foolish game we call football. That God has done a wonderful thing that brought us together. Not only one ethnicity, but several ethnicities. Climate, social statuses. It ain't about no power, it ain't about no tripping. It's about people uniting, and I love it. So I feel great about that. I love it. I would love to. I want to meet them. Like it seems like they come into town and they leave, and I don't never get to meet nobody. I want to, meet everybody. I want to bring them in the indoor and actually shake their hands and talk to y'all and just meet everybody. Like when people, when they choose to come to games, I would love to meet them.
Y'all hear that, CU auntie? Yep. We saw you say that about President Ashley's parents too. Last year post game, you wasn't in the mood to really meet nobody a lot of times. So.
Yeah, you got that right. You know that.
How's Mama Connie?
She's good, vibrant as ever. She, I haven't posted it yet, but she graduated as well. She goes to, I call it daycare for grown folks. We take her to the nursing home so she could conversate and communicate with people her age and do it that she loves it because they're going to feel tripped. It stimulates her and makes her go.
Evelyn, no, Evelyn, go to the corner, Evelyn, go to the corner. Hey, how you doing, New Vesta? How you doing, X? How you doing, X? How you doing? Welcome to Tony Talks Vested Up. Oh, I forgot to tell you, New Vestas, make sure we have a saying right here. Make sure when you come in the room, you go ahead and get your notes, your drink, and your vest, because we stay vested up over here 365 degrees. So welcome, New Vestas. Welcome, New Vestas. Evelyn, go to the corner. Go to the corner, Evelyn. Perhaps I didn't hear because he also did a vid on. For those who are wondering, let me go ahead and listen. Okay, maybe y'all wondering. Okay. All right, let me go ahead and tell you my opinion about this. Y'all knew my opinion about, oh gosh. I gave G. Bush his credit last night. I sure did for the interview and everything. But for all the day one Vestas, they knew my opinion about G. Bush. I used to be a member of G. Bush channel. I used to watch his shows, but it got to a point where I didn't know why he would do certain things. On Saturday, he would speak to us, and then on Monday through Fridays, he wouldn't speak up for us, all of the people in the chat. Sometimes, yes, he would go viral, but it wasn't consistent. So I removed myself from participating in his channels or looking at his content, because if you can't be lukewarm with me, and I've told Vestas this all the time, don't be lukewarm with me. So yesterday when I found out that Coach Prime came to his channel, go back to that live last night, I gave G. Bush all the respect. I salute everything to him for even giving the public that video, because he didn't have to do it. He could have said members only. Now, what has transpired in the last 24 hours? before I come on live, I get a recommended video that G. Bush has the freedom to do whatever he wants to do with his content. But G. Bush, he did a follow-up video on that 4-letter show. And I said, I'm not going to support it. Nah. Because my thing is, if we gave G. Bush so much love last night for bringing Coach Prime on, not interrupting Coach Prime, like the interview was awesome. The interview was awesome. But why would you give that particular platform, that 4-letter show, which is his right to do so? But no. If you want, I'm not going to give commentary on that video on that particular platform. No. See, because one thing about me, I'm not going to be lukewarm. Now, I supported him, but I'm not supporting that channel. And that video that he did with Coach Prime, I did that because it was Coach Prime. I watched that video because it was Coach Prime, and Coach Prime was real and authentic with us. He shared so many genuine moments with us, and us as the Shedeur Sanders aunties, uncles, supporters, and fans, we need to hear that from Shedeur Sanders' father. But the very next day, instead of going to your channel and doing a follow-up video on how that interview even came about, why you didn't go back to your channel so we could give you views, but you go back to that nest of a snake bed and you giving them the views? I'm not supporting them. I am not supporting that 4 channel. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. So, Vesters, if you need somebody to look at that particular video and give commentary, hey, come back when you want to talk about the stuff. I'm not doing it. 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 So, Vesters, there you go, Vesters. That's what I've been holding my tongue for, and that's it. I came clean. Nope. No. Because Coach Prime basically told us how we felt about everybody that was putting their mouth on his son. Why would you go back to that channel and now you're going to give them 70, 80,000 views when they've been riding our coattails for a whole year, and you know how they feel about Shedeur Sanders? You had the nerve to that's why I don't even like to do this, because it makes me look mentally insane. But you put Coach Prime on the thumbnail. You put yourself on the thumbnail. And I don't even think most of the people that's watched that video realized that they were supporting that 4-letter channel, because it's on that 4-letter channel. Them people I remember that channel when Shedeur Sanders, before he started playing, I went over to that channel. They didn't even have 20,000 subscribers. Now they got over 84,000 subscribers, and most of it is probably us. Do you know how much money we put in their hands last year? Do you know that they're eating on, and their wife and their kids eating on, and potential grandkids? No. You give that to somebody in the Black community. Feed your own. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. But no. I'm going right back here in my corner. I'm right here in my corner again. So there it is, Vesters. Now y'all know. Coach Prime is a naive. He chooses to. That's stud. Now we can talk. I had conversations. I was tossing and turning last night, and I said, well, I can see why he did that, because he needed, I'm going to say twice for 2 things. He needed somebody to get that message through that was going to allow him to come on the platform so that he could speak directly to Cleveland. And that 4-letter channel, even like Shiloh said, Shiloh and Coach Prime, they said they understand that people got to eat. But G. Bush is associated with that 4-letter channel. And I'm pretty sure he's heard of all the crazy stuff they said about Shedeur. He can't do this, he can't do this, he can't read, he's not this and this. Coach Prime said he kept receipts. Coach Prime said he keeps receipts on everybody. Here, Coach Prime may even got receipts on me. Who knows? You never know. When I said that, you'll be surprised who's coming out to these little channels. G. Bush channel compared to a Nightcap or a Cam Newton, he's considered a small channel. And I'm pretty sure other people will come to independent creators. But you're right. I agree with you. Coach Prime accepted that invitation for many, many reasons. And I'm going to leave it like that. Detroit. Then he went on. Okay, you already said it. I didn't say anything. It's hard to explain, especially type of, let's just say, that friends who pick up and notice. Okay, I like that low key. Yes, Destin, he knows the culprits would see it firsthand. You're right. Okay, so y'all agree with me. Donna C did tell Coach Prime in the chat today. I probably got about 4 or 5 more audio clips, and I'm gonna let you go, Vestas. Donna, when Coach Prime said he would love to meet all of the CU aunties and uncles, Donna C, yes, this Vesta right here, she said, why don't you create a meet and greet? So hopefully Coach Prime does that, y'all. Hopefully Coach Prime does that. However, since Bush has gained a big audience, I'm glad Prime went on there. Okay, low key, I'm willing to look. Oh, what's up, Raw Man? Okay, how you doing, Raw Man? Okay. Still welcome. Hey, straddle the fence. Both mean for 7:30 Prime. Also, we don't care. Okay, this is Evelyn talking. We don't care because we lay with a sheep. Pay attention to those interviews. Not tripping. See you aunties. Him laughing when Ross mentioned the bounty on Prime seal the dip. Yes, you know what I'm talking about. And Ross Tucker said that right there on UCSS. Oh my gosh. And they was laughing when Ross Tucker said that. I said, what? Now I expected that one to laugh, this to laugh, but not you to laugh. I said, low key. Thank you for confirming that. Thank you for confirming that. Donna C, I look at those are the main people Coach Prime was talking to, and he wanted them to see it. Yes, especially yes, and you know they saw it. You know why I know they saw it? Because they ain't said nothing about it. That's how I know they saw it, because they ain't said nothing about it. They ain't said, well, what is this hoopla? G. Bush did what? What? Coach Prime met with G. Bush? Ain't nobody acting dumb. They ain't saying a word. So they saw it. You know they saw it. One of their own, they saw it. You know they saw it. And y'all, I didn't play the clip from G. Bush interview, but Coach Prime, because I remember I said yesterday was only 46 minutes, so I didn't want to play too many audio clips because I wanted you to go out and to support the interview on his channel. But Coach Prime said when he was talking to G. Bush last night, he said that when they would travel and they would go in the Admirals Club, and if you don't know what that is, that's the American Airlines lounge, right? He said they would get a business setup type of room, and he would have Shiloh and Shedeur Sanders at a very young age writing out plays on the walls. And Deion Sanders said he took it very personal when they basically was trying to say that his son, especially Shedeur Sanders, was a dumb Negro. And you know, if he could have said that other word, you know, and y'all know, we don't saw people call Shedeur Sanders that other N word online. Coach Prime said he took that very personal, that they looking at his son like a dumb Negro. We shall see. Oh, there you go. Okay, I ain't even read it all, Gemini. See, y'all, we be on the same wavelength. It was the same as Titus was agreeing with Adam the Bull about, that's what I can't stand. Tony, I'm going to the front. She said, I ain't going to the corner. I'm going to the front. That's what I'm saying. They were in the barbershop. Yes, they was. But not the one today, though. Not the one today. It's on that other channel. Now they wouldn't. I mean, their views too. They need to see the truth. They always lurk. It was on UCS Chess Chat. Yes, the new video that was released today. They could have came to the barbershop. Exactly. They're gonna pass Jesus. Man, they don't even have you. Now, if they can't even talk about or even say, hey, G. Bush, we heard about your interview with Coach Prime. Congratulations. Do you think that they have the audacity and the confidence to even say, hey, G. Bush, work it out so Coach Prime can come to our platform. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I can't say what I want to say, but Bush is a... Okay. I told you... Let me read these first. The more views, the better. The more views, the better, no matter where they see it. This is not that video, Gemini. This is a totally different video. It's business. The platform has 84K followers, and if he mentions the content and pushes to their platform to watch the entire video, you're right. But in the meantime, he's also generating views and revenue for that channel that we're trying to dry up. We're trying to dry up that racist channel. We're just trying to dry it up, T. But thank you for that comment. Thank you. But see, and I was talking to a family member. Well, let's say G. Bush has another interview, let's say with Shedeur Sanders. Let's just say with Shedeur Sanders in the future. Why would they need to come to G. Bush channel to subscribe if G. Bush, after the interview with Shedeur Sanders, hypothetically, is going to go back to UCSS and give them the views and the revenue? All they would have to do is just sit back and know that G. Bush, he's going to come over here within 24 hours and basically do a follow-up video. So they don't need to go to G. Bush to subscribe, because he's going to go back to UCSS and give them some of the pie too. I'm just saying. G. Bush get more views than, of course he does, but he's feeding them tonight. He's definitely feeding them tonight with that follow-up video. And some people in the comments have already called him out and say, hey, why you do the interview on your channel last night, but you did a follow-up video over here? But like I said, G. Bush has the freedom to do whatever he wants to do. They would rather watch on a white channel. They already pay. Yeah, so if you're right about that, so if UCSS already got 84,000 subscribers, and they know that G. Bush is associated with UCSS, why G. Bush don't even have 60,000? So you're right about that, Donna. 84 versus 60. Why everybody that hasn't subscribed to UCSS hasn't subscribed to G. Bush channel? The goal for Coach Prime was to reach all the haters. I agree with that. He wasn't speaking to us, y'all. Oh yeah, we know. Oh yeah, we know that. We know that. Oh my gosh, hold on, Evelyn. Evelyn said, low key. Yes, you can say it. G. Bush can play. Oh God, Jesus. And get what, Evelyn? Well, I will say this. You made a very good statement at the end. I'm not sure if he has any kids, but based on what you said, he don't have no kids to cry for a piece of bread. And if he doesn't have any kids, that means can he really relate to Coach Prime? I don't know. But hey, thank you for that point. Thank you for that. He needs more followers. He's trying to build a platform and to find a cut. They're really trying to break away from UCS low key. Now that part I can see, but if that channel got 84, they should have been building up G. Bush channel. Just like G. Bush is feeding them, they should feed G. Bush. I'm just saying it should be mutual. I would say don't feed the snakes. Don't feed the snakes. How when he's giving you, say, come on now. I see that the haters are going to hate regardless. Right now they're looking through the vids to find things to twist. Oh yeah, most definitely low key. And they twisted it now. Coach Prime has a message and then went straight to G. Bush with for the messenger. It's right. G. Bush was the messenger for Coach Prime. I do agree with that. G. Bush was the catalyst for Coach Prime's interview. And I think G. Bush was the only one in the world that could do that interview that Coach Prime agreed to. You see, they built the whole studio. I haven't watched it in months. He could have kept it to his channel. I would have loved for him to get another massive push for what he had last night for his own channel. That's what I would have said. Because if G. Bush wanted to get more subscribers, this follow-up video that he put out on UCSS today, he should have put that on his channel. He would have been like, ooh, it would have been a massive flood Now everybody got to go if they want to see that video. Now they got to go to UCSS for the follow-up video. The devil is a lie. Tony Facts, it was for many reasons. Yes, Jay and Bull have slipped up plenty of times with things that they said. Yes, yes. Letting me know they watched a G Bush video. Oh, I know they've been watching, and they was jealous too. Because guess what? When G Bush started getting a lot of attention and revenue, all of a sudden, Adam the Bull came out with his own platform. I said, what? Oh, and they let it be known that they was jealous of G Bush and his success on his platform. And they even said, oh, G Bush, you only doing this because now you got so much traffic on your platform. They are jealous of G Bush. So I still say G Bush still needs to be, concerned and just watch his step. Boundaries are alive and well regardless. They say that is true. I hope he doesn't break away. I hope he does break away. I agree with you. Let's look at G Bush. What's up, Pickaboo U222? Hard Knocks should have been about the new Browns this season. What's up, Mita Lee? What's going on? Only got about 15 more minutes. Then I'm gonna let y'all go. Justine says she wants the members only meeting tonight. So as soon as this ends, I'm going straightly into the meeting, the members only. I truly want to separate. I do too. I definitely want them to I agree with you, low-key. I do agree with you on that. I want them to separate. They're going to pass. Oh, they already passed G Bush numbers. They already passed it. I asked G Bush why you were playing and getting a new in the super chat. You like, don't feed the snakes. I'm sure he had some type of agreement with Coach Prime, right? And I agree with that. I'm talking about the follow-up video. But hey, every man has a right to do whatever makes them happy. A double-minded man is unstable in all his way. I only trust. That's right. I went to the interview and to G Bush channel for Coach Prime. That's what I did it for. Coach Prime, real and raw. He doesn't have any children. Oh, I refuse. That just and also John the Liquid. What's up? God dang. His titles are clickbait today. Title and for black. I don't think he blackballed. He's not blackballed. He's back on that channel. He's not blackballed. What's up, Wet 11? Aunties, when Cust was talking about the interview, they look so jealous. Oh, hey, I need to reword that, Wet. G Bush is supposed to get a new banner. I hope so. And stay on one side of the fence. Y'all got to read between the lines. We got to support us. G Bush is taking a page out of Prime's playbook. G Bush, black man husband, but coaching. Hey, I pray that's the case, Pickaboo. I pray that's the case. I only got 2 more. Oh, thank you, Pickaboo. Help me out. Hey, I just don't. Ooh. All right, let me go ahead and play 2 more clips. Yeah.
Hey, no, I'm gonna send you a link, and I want you to get on it right now. I need you for 5 minutes. I'm gonna send you a link. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get Shallow.
Shallow calls on talking like Coach Prime to Coach Prime. Now that's classic.
You know he ignorant.
Andre, where you checking in from?
Oh, hold on, Coach. He had an issue with that. So here goes Shallow.
Man, I can't hear you.
Okay, add him in again.
Gonna take him out, come back in.
Yeah, take him out, come back in.
Shallow cut up, y'all.
Bob in the building.
Shallow cut up in this interview, y'all.
We got Coach Prime on TMR Live. You want to join the chat?
Okay.
We're waiting on him to join back in. I kicked him out of the studio. He has to rejoin now. He'll be back in a second. Let him reconnect. Sometimes it does that.
Okay, so that's not it. So let me go to the next one. Here goes Shallow.
Hey, Shallow, tell him what Bob means.
Come on, dog.
Tell him what Bob means, because I call you Bob. Tell him what Bob means.
Oh, no.
It's a deep.
I'm gonna let that play. I don't want y'all to hear what Bob is. I'm gonna let that play. Edit that out. Here we go.
Grew up playing in the hood, so we would be in the car. We'd be in the van for how long coming back from Fracture Shallow?
This is an hour with the traffic.
Yeah, an hour and a half. There was about an hour and a half of traffic. So we would always have to be nearly. And we would get out of the car and stand beside each other and pee and see who can pee the farthest. We can do all kind of stuff like that, man.
Well, I told y'all the interview was candid. Hold on, let me go to the next one. I think they're just joking around on that one.
And you're like, oh, no, son, I had to deal with that before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it actually is true. Like whoever your partner is, like, your kid's gonna be like a mix between them. Because I can see.
I tell you that. That's why you gotta be careful who you let out with.
Well, they was very candid, y'all. Hold on, I think Shiloh's talking about having babies and everything.
The country prime. You talked about when Shedeur hit that thing with the boat and drained the lake.
Yeah.
And you said you had a deal that when he...
Oh, many Vestas, we have talked about that house in St. Croix. Listen to what Coach Prime is about to say for that house in St. Croix, y'all. Coach was very transparent in this interview.
You're a pro, he was going to have to replace one of your legs. Where are we in that deal?
He ain't done it, but you know what? I love him to life because we bought the St. Croix property together.
Okay.
No, so
that's the lake.
So that is a family house. So Shedeur Sanders and Coach Prime went into that property together in St. Croix. So that's a family house. Hint, hint.
Yeah, he good. He good. So it's ocean back there now. So he good. You gotta understand what a beautiful thing is to do business with your son, man. Like it's a beautiful thing that we can enjoy, and that's just the first of properties that we wanna.
Go ahead, Shedeur.
Yeah, I bought a car with mine, and he cheated me out my half, so I got to work on it.
All right, so that's that one. Here's another small clip.
Hey, son.
All right, I can hear you. I was gonna add something to that.
Go ahead, son.
About you said like be intentional with whoever you have kids with, which is true.
Yes, sir.
So do you think like when it's time for me, you think we should set it up like
Oh, he's gonna joke around. He's gonna joke around there.
It was 4-4, high 4-4s or 4-5s.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was proud of you because I know where you started at.
Yeah, that's a long way.
No, I could have ran a 4-2. I don't think it would have mattered.
Yeah, the fix was in.
I did all that work for no reason. I could have ran a 4-1.
Hey, man, one time, this is so funny. We was playing against Oregon, and they was kicking our butts. They was beating the brakes off us. And our pastor back in the day was Pastor Omar Jari. He's going to be with the Lord, but his phrase is always, you know, when he preaching good, he telling them, he say, I ain't got no help in the house. You know? Yeah. I ain't got no help in the church. We had a TV timeout. I walked up to Shiloh. I said, what it look like out there, son? He said, I ain't got no help in the house. I turned around and walked away from him. I turned around and walked away from him. I wanted to holler, but it wasn't the time. But I knew it was wrong. He said, I ain't got no help now. And it's so funny because somebody just broke up the middle. He had to make an open field tackle, but it would have been a touchdown. He said, I ain't got no help now.
Yeah, it was like 3 of those that game, and I made one tackle. And I fell.
10 toes down. Oh God, you put it out there, Evelyn. I was trying not to put it out there. What Bob stands for? Yeah, he basically was calling Shiloh Sanders that Bob. Lord have mercy. Man, I was looking for some 44 nosebleed. Y'all talk about tickets right here, and I think it's one more.
You shot him in the head.
But I'm saying, and then like. Yo, aren't you doing it too?
Oh, y'all, guess what? So now, guess what, y'all? Shiloh Sanders have had some pregnancy scares, y'all. This the last audio clip. Shiloh Sanders have had some pregnancy scares in the past. Hey, Coach and Shiloh told they business. I didn't tell it. They telling it. Let me go ahead and play this right here. It's 2 minutes. They done had some baby scares.
Well, I ain't doing another Shiloh. You're exactly right. I'm Billy Blanks. That's who I am. I'm Billy Blanks. And I started to get you a Shedeur clip at a young age. Make sure y'all in the situation y'all in right now. Because ain't no telling how many close.
Hey, Neely, that was a setup.
I get a close call we had. I ain't gonna even talk about that.
Nah.
No. You'll sit on the edge of that bed and pray.
Yeah,
every man has.
And I've learned my lesson. When I say, God, if you just Help me this time, I won't do it again.
Yeah, and then you do it again.
Then you sit on the edge of that bed again.
Again, Lord, please, Lord. I know when I say that, Lord, but if you get me out of this one. Yeah, anyway.
Okay, so that's really that's at the end of the interview, y'all. So, hey, members only, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to reset the timer for the members only. So if you're members of this channel and if you want to participate in the members live tonight, give me 7 minutes. You go ahead and check. Make sure you look out for that link. Make sure your notifications is on to all so you can see. Oh, okay. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you so much, new member. Thank you. I hope I'm not messing up your name. Thank you so much. Today, y'all, all 3 weeks ago when Coach Prime bought an Ocean Beach house in St. Croix, the media was sure enough die from hatred of the billionaire Sanders father. And you know they already hate that fact. And when they found out Shedeur Sanders is part owner of that, you know what? You can't tell me they're not already pocket watching them. They've been pocket watching the Sanders. And you know what? It made them so happy for when Shedeur Sanders slid to round 5. See, my thing is the reason why, and thank you so much, sweetie. The reason why they keep bringing up Shedeur Sanders 5th round 144, it's not really about the NFL draft slide. They know that they took money out of his hands. That's why Shedeur Sanders is not even a rookie no more. But the reason why they still bringing up, oh, he's just a 5th rounder. Yeah, they bringing that up, but to them, that's a dog whistle. They're bringing that up because they're saying that, oh, he's only making less than $1 million a year. That's why they keep bringing up Shedeur Sanders' draft pick number and round. Because in so many ways, they're laughing at him because he lost so much money in that draft. That's why they don't bring up no other players' draft round a pick. Because when they bring up Shedeur Sanders' round and draft number, they're laughing and dog whistling and say, hey, we got one, boys. He's not even making $1 million a year. And we already did the calculations. After all the taxes, Shedeur Sanders may be bringing home $600,000, $500,000. And so the next time you hear somebody bring up Shedeur Sanders as a 5th round pick, just know they talking about the money that they stole away from him. Oh, I got 2 new members. Okay, thank you, Destin. Thank you. Catch the balls with them. Peekaboo, I'm looking at 200. Okay, y'all around there. Okay, right. He got sponsors, but that sponsor money should be sitting over there. I'm pretty sure he's living off his sponsor money when he should be living off that 1st round draft money. But it's okay. But they don't want to. That's why they never talk about the sponsors. That's why they never talk about the sponsors, because they know he's made that money back. So, and most people don't know about the endorsements and the sponsors. That's why they keep talking about, oh, he's just a 5th rounder. They ain't talking about that. They talking about the money they sold for that young man. So, members, look for a link in the next 7 minutes. I'm coming back on live, and we're going to talk behind the scenes. So, until next time, make sure you get your notes, your drink, and your vest, because we stay vested up over here 365 degrees at Tony Talks Vested Up, compelling sports edge. All right, investors, I see you in 7 minutes. I got to change the time. The link, make it 10 minutes just in case the link go out. The link is going to go out, okay? So look for the link. I'll see you soon, okay? Those jerseys sold out again. I believe it. 111, 117. Oh, y'all talking about sections. All right, Maria. Okay, Maria. Oh, we finna have fun tonight, y'all. Oh, we finna have fun. All right, investors, let me go ahead and change this time. I'll see you soon, okay? See you soon. All right, investors.